My passion for Glendale is I was born in that city, although I never lived there until maybe about 15 years ago. And it is the most wonderful community, and it is full of artisans. It's so full of production designers and graphic designers and art directors, costumers. It's a great, great community. So these are my neighbors. These are my friends. I love the opportunity to be able to work with them. The great thing about a community theater is it really helps all of us to be able to work together and to present a common face and to just interact. The arts are such a healing and such a very positive thing for all of us to be working on. I enjoy it very, very much. My profession, we're working on projects all over the world, and yes, it's exciting to do projects in Antarctica or Greenland or in Europe, but I get most excited about helping out little productions at the Alex Theater. That's really my fun thing to do. I've had nothing but good feelings at Glendale Arts, and I've made so many good friends through the Alex Theater. I was on the board of the Alex Film Society for many years, and we had just these most magnificent screenings. It was so much more than just showing a film. When we showed My Fair Lady, we also had a complete showing of Bob Peak, who's a very famous poster illustrator, of all of his work. His son brought these huge drawings by for everybody to look at. And we've had Ron Chaney has come in to talk about his grandfather and great-grandfather, Lon Chaney. We had a screening of Sparrows there from the Library of Congress, where we had an original score. We even did a piece where, gosh, was it Mildred Pierce that we did? Where we had a Joan Crawford lookalike contest. That was probably either our all-time low or all-time high. I absolutely love that. Probably the most direct contribution that Glendale Arts and the Alex Theater makes to the community is, of course, the patrons that come in and they use the restaurants, they use the local malls, they use the parking structures. But I think on a long term that people come to Glendale and they have one good experience, and so it's imprinted in their mind that this is a fun city. I think I'll come back. I think I'll do more things. One thing that really comes to mind was when I was working on the Academy Awards a few years ago, and they wanted to have an introduction where Billy Crystal was like walking through a theater. And when they came in to talk to us about it, they said, "Gee, do you know a theater?" And I said, "Well, what about the Alex Theater?" And they went, "Billy loves the Alex Theater." So how fantastic is that? People know of it, so those continued good experiences. California Assembly Bill 26 was, very briefly, the bottom line is where the redevelopment agencies had to turn over their assets to the state, of which the Alex Theater is one of those assets, and Stockton, the Bob Hope Theater. This is not a problem that we are alone with in Glendale. I certainly understand. I mean, the state is cash-strapped, but to lose something like the Alex that we are so embedded with would be a tremendous loss. At this point, the very best thing that anyone can do is to stay in contact with their assembly members and their state senators to let them know their thoughts on the Alex and how much they enjoy it and how much they've used it and how much they plan to use it in the future.